Hey there, so in this video I want to talk a bit about why whales are kind of fading the Maximus stake pools. Um, they don't seem to be super interested. I mean, it's no secret. If you look on Twitter, I mean, there are tons of people talking about hex staking, but very few who are, super interested in the stake pooling solution. Um, which is a bit of a shame since it's such an elegant solution. But here's kind of my theory why a lot of the Hex OGs and people who've been in Hex for a while are kind of ignoring the Hex stake pooling. The first reason is that they don't really need to pool their Hex stakes. Like they're at such a large size that they'd happily pay the end gas stake fee on any of their stakes, just because they have millions of dollars in each hex stake. So a $5,000 fee doesn't really move the needle for them. So that's one reason. The other reason is that it's something new, and kind of hex and solar staking made them, so to speak. So they kind of just want to stick with their bread and butter thing which works. They know how it works. They know that it's always going to work, and that's kind of why they don't want to try something new which has like an extra contract risk on top. Then the third reason I think is because, and this is how I got interested in these tokens, is because of the arbitrage opportunities. So like getting cheaper T-shares than you would otherwise be able to get. For them, it doesn't really make a difference because they have so many T-shares and so much HEX already that they're not really in the accumulation phase anymore. And so it doesn't spark their interest, right? Whereas for me, I'm still kind of accumulating and actively growing my position. So it's like super intriguing for me, and I can see that, okay, I can get a quick double on my bag by buying specific tokens at a discount, etc. And then kind of connected with that, they wouldn't even be able to jump on some of these opportunities anyway at size, just because of the low liquidity, right? And so all of these, and I want to show you that in a minute, but all of these reasons together, I really feel like it makes some of these stake pooling tokens the perfect storm for someone who understands T-shares, understands the value of staking, but they haven't built their position yet to really rapidly level up their position. Because you kind of have two ends of the spectrum, right? You have the whales and the hex OGs, and then you have kind of hex newbies, or like people who honestly they're not interested in digging into the numbers and understanding what T-shares are and how the T-share rate ratchets up, etc. Right? They see Richard Hart, they understand that they trust him, they trust that the product is good or whatever, and then they're kind of like just aping into hex, and they hope it all goes well, right? And then let's stake it out. And then you have people in the middle kind of who understand T-shares deeply and like understand the numbers behind it and like super bullish on staking long term, but they haven't yet accumulated their position, and they're still in the accumulation phase. So I think for those people in the middle, the stake pooling tokens are like the perfect kind of storm for you to like level up your position very rapidly, right? So I just want to show you kind of like an entry for a whale, right, on PulseX. If they want to go from Pulse, which I think is quite liquid, to Lucky, for example, on a $500 buy with PHUX as a solution now, auto routing as a solution now, you're still getting 4% slippage. If we go up to 5,000, you're getting 26%. $50,000 clip, you're looking at basically bring the price down against you 80%, right? And so, yeah, even if you do MAXI, if I get the contract address for MAXI, just to see, what's the price impact for whales who want to get into MAXI if they suddenly see that, there's a discount. $50,000 clip, which would be nothing in hex, right? But $5,000, you're looking at 43% slippage. So if you're in the $100 to $1,000 game, in that ballpark of your, growing your bag, dude, this is like whale protection. Like this is protecting you from the whales, from accumulating all of these tokens. So you can rapidly accumulate quite and increase your T-shares and your bag size way faster than a whale would be able to make an impact on their total bag size, right? So yeah, definitely see it as a feature, not a bug. And then just want to show this GIF as a bit of a visualization of how it is for a whale trying to acquire these stake pool tokens. Not easy, that's for sure. All right, so I'll leave it there, and I hope that was useful for you guys.